Hey everyone, welcome back again. So today we are going to talk about the comparison between jobs in academia versus jobs in industry in India. So here we are going to compare both of the job sectors, that is academia versus industry, on the basis of 7 different parameters. So we will consider the same parameters, and on the basis of that we are going to compare both the job sectors in academia versus industry. So let's get started with the video and see the comparison between both the jobs, that is academia, or if you're working in industry, then what will be the benefit of working in industrial sector. Before starting to the video, I'm going to show you about the Biotechnica Insight, which is one of the world's largest leading biosciences platform. And you can see, if we talk about Biotechnica, so everyone is aware of Biotechnica, that it is the world largest platform of bioscientists. So if you want to visit more about Biotechnica, if you want to know more about, you can visit. This is the link, that is www.biotechnica.org. Not only this, if you want to get an internship, if you want to get enrolled for this, so you will get all-in-one R&D internship, that is research and development, and you can just note down the date, that is going to start from 27th December. So you will get all-in-one R&D internship. So it will be a good opportunity if you are a part of this internship. If you know more, if you want to know more about the details of this internship, you can call on a toll-free number that is displayed on the screen. You can just write down the number, and also you can post your queries in the mail that is given, the mail ID, that is info@biotechnica.org. And if you want to get enrolled for the workshops that is upcoming in this month or in the future, so for this you can enroll. And if you want to know more about the workshops, what topics will be there, what will be the workshop on, so you can visit this website, that is stores.biotechnica.org. that is a website for Biotechnica stores. And if you want to know more about the details, so you can again call us on a toll-free number, or you can message your query in a mail ID that is given here, that is info@biotechnica.org. And the last is Drona batch. So yes, this Drona batch is announcing for, you can say, CSIR Net Life Sciences students, those who are preparing for the upcoming and targeting the 2023 CSIR Net examination. So for those candidates, this Drona batch is announced, where you have to pay 4,000 per month, and that will be a limited time period. So accordingly, you will get a 1-year subscription. Not only this, along with that, you will get an internship. You will be enrolled in all the workshops, plus one internship will be given for free. So this will be a good opportunity for you. So if you want to be a part of Drona batch, and along with that, if you want to get upskill yourself in the field of biotech industry and all biotech experiments, recent topic, emerging field, so you will get all workshops. Along with that, one internship will be there for free. So this is all about the Biotechnica website. Now coming back to our video. So our video topic was jobs in academia versus industry. So firstly, we are going to talk about the jobs in academia, and then we are going to compare it with jobs in industrial sector. So the first topic that I've listed here, that is academia jobs and benefits. So let's talk about the importance and benefits of working in academics. And if you see, academics can be you can say working in the field of research, or it can be a teaching line. So both actually comes under academics, right? So firstly, we are going to see the key role and responsibility. If you're working as an academician, so what will be your key role and responsibility? So first role will be, you have to conduct the research. Why? Because suppose if you're working in a research lab, so your primary role will be conducting research, means there you have to plan experiment, analyze the result, whatever you are getting, means you can work on both applied as well as translation research. What do you understand by applied research? Just you have to work and find out the novel findings according to that experiment. Translation research here means whenever you are performing that applied research, how you are going to apply that in the human society. So for human welfare, if you are doing that research, that is what called as translational research. You are translating that applied research into a translational research. And also your key role will be teaching courses. You have to design, you have to take classes, that is what called as teaching courses. And if you are affiliated to research field, then you should work for the research article, where you need to write review and research article, book chapters, and also to publish them. And also you have to apply for grants if you are working in a research lab. So if you're working there, you have to write for your grant for your funding. And also if you are affiliated to teaching line, then you have to mentor and support students involved in other academic jobs. it may happen, like suppose if you're working in any of the university as a professor, so you may get involved in other academic jobs. So basically this academic jobs include both teaching as well as research. The second is teamwork and cooperation. So who will be there to work along with you? So as you know that research is an independent field, you have to carry out that particular research for an independent time period. So suppose if you are doing PhD, so that will be for 5 to 6 years and you have to work independently. And if you're teaching, so if you're working as a professor, so you will be working as a team. So that is a largely collaborative, you have to work with a team. And if you're working in a lab, again you have to work with your supervisor, you have to coordinate with all the lab members. So that is a largely collaborative job where you need to work in a team. That is a work team oriented job. So suppose if you're working as a professor, so that time also you will be working with other, or you can say faculty members, so as to organize and plan the work in a right way, right? And if you're working in research, similarly same thing happens, that you have to coordinate all the work with the help of supervisor, you have to coordinate everything along with other lab members. So that is a collaborative job. Coming to the third parameter, that is work environment and culture. So what will be the work environment in which you are performing and you are into this academic job? So the work environment is free and productive. It's up to you. Suppose if you are conducting this experiment, right, research industry, so it's up to you when you want to conduct this experiment. That will be really flexible. Why? Because if you want to conduct that experiment, you can come at night. If you're staying in campus, so always there is a condition. If you're staying inside the campus, you can come at any time and you can perform an experiment. And if you're working as a professor, so that time that will be free and productive. It's up to you what chapters you want to take, what you want to teach in class. So that's up to you. That is a free and productive. You are really doing something great in terms of academics, whether it is related to research industry or it is related to classroom. The fourth is job flexibility. Yes, it is very important to discuss whether this academic job is flexible or not. Yes, it is flexible, as you can create your own schedule, whether you want to perform this experiment right now or after your lunch or at the evening time. So it's up to you. And also if you are working as a professor, so it's up to you. You can create your own schedule when you want to take that particular topic, when you wanted to teach. So it's all up to you. So you have a freedom to decide upon your teaching time, your research experiment. So you can decide your suitable time for your research. Freedom and job security. Will there be any freedom if you are doing a job role in terms of academics? Yes. So it's very important to see, because if you are aspiring to get into this job, so it's important to discuss here whether this will be a highly freedom job or there will be a job security or not. Yes, you will enjoy intellectual freedom because everything is up to you. So there will be no restrictions, short-term deadline. So here you have to meet the deadline, but that will not be too much, as it is up to you. You can carry out your research, you can carry out your teaching, you can say skill, it's up to you. And also if you're working in the field of research, so you will meet with other team members, you will meet with your supervisor, you will work along with all the lab members, and also you will get a chance to collaborate themselves, you can say through journal club, through conferences, or you can say through any networking. So it is a great chance to interact to the investigative mind, that is what called as young investigating mind. And in this way you will update your knowledge. And similarly, if you're working as a professor, so you will work with other you can say faculty members, and also you will be teaching to students. So it may happen that you are teaching to that students, so they will say something and that will be highly unique, creative and innovative. So in this way you will be developing and updating your mind. So that is working with young investigative mind. The next is career advancement. What will be the career advancement and what will be the, you can say, career is expect in future? So easy, it is easy. If you're working as a professor, so you will get promotions and you will get an attractive salary. Suppose if you're appointed as an assistant professor, then you will appointed and upgraded to associate professor. This is just a, you can say, hierarchy. So that will be maintained and you will be promoted after some years of experience. And if you're working as a researcher, so again you will be a JRF, then you will learn many things. After 2 years, so you will be upgraded to SRF, and here you will get a salary. Easy for those if you are getting promotion. Difficult how? You have to select the institute. Again, selecting institute is difficult. Suppose if you want to teach in the field of immunology, so you have to select those organization and institute where you can actually teach that particular subject. So that is particular field, you can say that is particular, you have to select the institute of your choice. Now coming to the salary details. So what will be your salary profile if you're working as an academician? So here you can see that is a INR, that is Indian rupee, 2.5 to 20 lakhs per annum. Again, it is a range. Here I've mentioned the average salary. So it may vary depending on the institute, research institute or teaching institute where you are enrolled for this job. And also it depends on the promotion that you are having, in which job profile you are in. So it wholly depends on this. So this is all about the academic jobs where we have seen the benefits and also we have seen the 7 different parameters. Now let's compare this with the industrial jobs. So we are going to use the same parameter and we are going to compare both of these jobs. Now let's come to the next, you can say, topic, that is industrial job sector and its importance. So again, the very first parameter that we considered here, that was key role and responsibility. Now let's talk about this particular field. If you're working in a biotech industry or any industry, so what will be your key responsibilities and job roles? If you're working in the field of industry, so there you have to focus only on applied research. There you need to develop the project. So here you are collaborating with, you can say, company profile, right? So here you need to develop projects. You need to meet to the company goals. What are the company goals? You have to meet to all the deadlines. So there will be a restricted deadline and you have to complete that particular target. And also you need to support the company's business because you are hired to support the company business. So you will be there to support that particular thing. The next is teamwork and cooperation. Will you be working as a team or you will be working independently? So let's explore. So this is a large and shared goal. Yes, you're working in a company, so there will be a lot of members who will be working for that same project, who will be working for that large and shared goal. So if all will be work for that goal, so you can imagine that will be a collaborative work. Yes, that will be a largely collaborative work. You need to work in a team, so you should have that team working ability, critical to collaborate and work as a team. And if so many members will be there, so that environment may change. So you need to be, or you can say, accustomed to that particular environment, and it seems critical to work as a team. So it is up to you. If you really want to work in a team, if you can work with all the members, then you can choose this industrial sector and you can apply for a job. And if you want to work independently, then academics job will be good for you. The third parameter is work environment and culture. How will be the work environment if you are opting this job, that is industrial sector? So if you're working in this environment, so that will be highly restrictive. You have to meet the company deadline. Yes, company target will be there because you are involved in business thing and you are sharing that company's business. So that will be highly restrictive. Second, that will be a business focused problem. You need to be business focused because you are ultimately contributing, or you can say significantly contributing that to that particular company. So you have to perform the real-time application. Means every time you have to perform your good work and you have to perform really well, and ultimately that will be shown. Why? Because you are completing and achieving your target. That is what called as real-time application. Means your hard work will be shown at that moment. So once the deadline will come, so ultimately you are going to complete your target, right? So that time, that real-time application matters. And also if you're working in biotech industry, so at some point of time you will be developing a product, so that will be you can say that will be for societal benefits. So suppose we have seen that COVID vaccine. So firstly, that was developed and ultimately it was launched in market, right? So that is what called as societal benefits, and that is what called as biotechnology. Means converting raw material into a finished product and ultimately benefiting the human needs. So that is what called as societal benefit. The next is job flexibility. Will this job be flexible or not? Yes, it will be flexible, as you have to work for a standard time period. That will be a 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So this may vary. It can be 9:30 to 5:30. It can be 9 to 6. It can be 9:30 to 6:30. But more or less it will be in this range, that is 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. That is the working hours. Now let's talk about the next, that is freedom and job security. Will there be any freedom in this job if you are enrolled in biotech industry? Yes, that will be a stable funding. You will get an attractive salary because you are meeting that company's deadline, and also you're working for that company goal, you're collaborating and you are contributing yourself to that business. So that will be really good, and here you will have a stable funding, you will get an attractive salary. So that will be really more stable because you will find that interest to work in this environment, and also it will be research focused. While you are working, you will be doing some applied research, so you will get attractive salary as well as that will be a applied research. So some part of research will be there in biotech industry as you are working in R&D, that is research and development. So what will be the career advancement, what will be the future scope if you are working continuously in this industrial sector? So there will be a broader career opportunity. If you get promoted, you will get the attractive salary. So here you basically need to work for the manufacturing of product, and ultimately you need to launch that product in the market for societal benefit. That is, you need to manufacture that product and then you have to launch and market that product. That is what called as meeting the company's or deadline. Means all these things will be included in your target, whether it is related to manufacturing, whether it is related to performing experiment, launching, marketing, everything. So each one of them, they will be getting different, or you can say job profile. So someone will get manufacturing R&D, someone will get about launching. If you are good in you can say marketing things, so you will get your marketing job. Coming to the seventh and last parameter that we have seen, that was salary details. So if you're working here, as I've mentioned it, you will get an attractive salary. Yes, you can see more money than academics. So salary range will start from INR, that is 3 to 25 lakhs per annum. So it's up to you. This is per annum. So accordingly, it may vary. Again, it may vary company to company, industry to industry, in which organization you're applying, and also according to your qualification, if you are a freshers or you are an experienced holder. Now you may have a question, how to decide whether to join in a industry, biotech industry, or whether to work for academics, whether to go for teaching line, research line, or join in this industrial sector. So again, I have a solution for you. So here I have come with 5 different points. That is, determine your priorities. Firstly, you have to determine your priorities. You have to determine your goals in which you are capable of. If you are good to work in research field, if you have any interest, then go for that research field. Never see for you can say salary if you don't have any financial constraint, because anyways you have to upskill yourself, you have to work for the you can say for yourself, and ultimately you have to contribute to the society. So better to go for you can say, you can determine your priorities and accordingly you can go for this job. So the very first step is you have to determine your priorities, whether you will be cooperating with this you can say teamwork skill, if you will be accustomed to all these environment, whether this is flexible to you. So you have to see all the things, you have to see the salary details, and accordingly you have to decide upon. The next is strength. If you are capable enough, if you will be able to see the failures and everything, if you are able to face all the struggles that you will be encountering, so you better to go for research. And if you are not able to do all those things, so better to go for this industrial job where you will get an attractive salary. So it's up to you. You should know your strengths and accordingly you can apply for a job. Also, you should think of work-life balance. Means if you can dedicate more time, then you can go for that academics job. If you have a limited time period, as you have to manage and balance your personal life, then you can go for this industrial job. Again, it is up to you. You should be an open-mindedness and you should think about the future scope, whether this will be good for you or academics will be good for you, and accordingly you have to decide upon if there is a more future scope in an academics or industrial sector. So accordingly you have to choose that particular field. So you should always remain true to yourself while deciding, because this is going to determine your future. So always remain true to yourself and decide upon. So this is all about the topic. So I'm sure the topic was highly beneficial for all of you. Those who were confused whether to go for research line or whether to go for teaching line or to go for an industrial sector, that is biotechnology industry. So if you like the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, that is Biotechnica. Meet you back again in the next video. Till next time, this is your host Priya. Thank you everyone. Keep learning. Take care.